Hi everyone, Brett back, altitude scale modeling. Another Sprue review. This time an older kit. My next car build, which is actually a truck. The 41 Chevy pickup 2-in-1 from Revell. Yes, some people knock Revell, but when it's all you can get, you make it work. And they're not bad kits. This has a detailed 216 cubic inch 6-cylinder engine with dual carbs and custom valve covers and air cleaners. Sun visor, stake size, 2 sets of wheels and tires, decals, stock or custom. Molded in white, clear, and red. This is a kit from, trying to find a copyright. Copyright, made in China, of course. Kit number 857502 and 2011. So at least this boxing isn't that old. The kit may be old. Let's see what we got. It'll cooperate. Now originally when I bought this several years ago, I was going to make it all a fancy custom truck, but Graham Pearson's transit dial got me thinking maybe a nice rusty scheme abandoned in a field would be something nice to look at. Let's get some practice, because what he did was amazing. And got his example to work by. So this bag's got 4 or 5 screws in the cab. I do love these older American cars with the big old fenders. Here's the cab. Let's have a little zoom in. It's a little dirty. It's got some plastic scratches on it, as you can see there. But those will all be taken care of with a little primer and a little polishing. It's got the nice cowl that in these trucks you'd open up to get air into your vehicle. Excuse me a second. Just had a dry throat moment. But I don't see any seam lines, mold lines, flash, anything that would need to be sanded out of this. It looks, it's the rain gutter. Maybe right here, well, could use a little, and here could use a little. But nothing awful. Good detail in the doors. Wow, there's a first for Revell. Ejector pin, one there, one there, one there, one there. But they're not all deep and ugly and unpleasant. Those will be easy to clean up. Next, the rest of the body, the fenders. That's what's nice about these old American cars, these big old fat fenders. You can do so much with. The running boards. Actually, it's got some nice floorboard detail right here. And then pads where you put your feet. These are rubber mats. Came with the cars. You sand that off, but I don't think it'll matter because the seat's going to be over top of it. You've got some nice detail inside the fender wells. The headlight, I can't know what they're called right now, but they're molded in. And again, for seam lines, I do not see any anywhere. It's looking really good. And you see, it fits just right on there. Just nice. Putting that down, though, I did notice, find a little bit of flash right there. You have to sand out to make this part smooth. But it fits really nice. It's going to be a nice, good-looking truck. Alright, here's the hood. Classic 40s looking hood. 40 Ford, 40 Chevy, 40 Plymouth. It has some, again, very small for Revell, ejector pin marks inside. Nothing a little rub out will take care of. And a nice, you can either chrome that or just paint it up. If you want, you can open up these vents very carefully. So, the hood, again, while we're playing around, put this on here, put this on here. Okay, fit, but remember you're also going to have, when these are glued in, it'll fit fine. So far, so good. Here's that big, beautiful 6-cylinder 216 that Chevy was known for in the 40s. Nice firewall with some good hose detail. Some brackets, radiator detail, fan belt, old style battery, manifolds, exhaust manifolds. There's a single carb right there. Exhaust, single exhaust all the way through. I don't really see any, maybe a little bit of burring on there. But the detail on the engine, it's just looking for some wiring to be added to it. Oil pan, valve cover, manifolds, carburetors, there's the firewall. There's why the hood didn't fit well, because it goes on there, not where I had it. There's the water pump. Both sides of the radiator. The radiator cap looking good. There's the radiator surround. You can see there's not any real noticeable burring until you get to the actual muffler. There's a line right there. So that's going to look good. There's a couple of really delicate parts. I'm not sure. They're hooks probably to hold the hood down. Hood clips like they had in the old days. Here we have the walls to the bed of the pickup, seats, dash, under dash with the gas pedal. Thinking that's a horn. Steering pump maybe. Drum brakes with some good detail on them. There we go, this will help. Copyright right there on this part, 1999. So this kit, as of today, going on 20 years old. So for a 20-year-old kit, it's holding up nicely. Of course, I've had it for 5 or 6 years. So even if we just take it from 1999 to 2011, that's 12 years. It's holding up nicely. You can see the detail on the drum brakes. And then seats, there's the dash. Got some nice detail on it too. I put the, I'm sure there's this decal for the speedometer in there. So with a little dry wash, brush, weathering. It'll weather up nicely. Leaf springs, steel rims, rear axle, differential. Maybe that's the clutch and the brake. There's your shifter. Fan, steering wheel. So I said clutch, brake, and shifter. There's the main front axle, drive shaft. Steering linkage. Nice detail on the steering wheel. Again, no real burring on the steering wheel. And I can feel or see. Same on the tie rod or the steering linkage. No real burring. The axle's got some nice detail to it. Steel wheels have some nice detail, lugnut detail. There's flash on the sprue. As long as it stays on the sprue, it's a good place for it. And there's your leaf springs, rears and fronts. Here we have us a frame and the bed of the truck. It's got some nice wooden detail. I'm thinking these are the inside of the doors. These are the tailgate. This is the tailgate. Possible hinges for the tailgate, maybe. Maybe not. But a separate frame is always nice because you can weather that up completely independent of the rest of the vehicle. And it looks good. It has no flash. No burring. Maybe a tiny little bit of flash. No burring. But both sides of the tailgate, the bed of the truck. This is the top part of the bed of the truck, so you put your wood and your metal framing. This is actually the bottom of the bed of the truck, and again, bolt detail where the framing would hold it into place. Nice touch. You could detail it up nicely, stick a mirror under it. Get some good attention at some shows if you're into shows. So yeah, very nice. Very like how they did that. I mean, good bolt detail and everything. Okay, that's all from the first bag. This is a bag of the customizing parts that they added in. So you have your visor, your wooden side stakes. That's my cats knocking over models again. And I'm not sure what this part is. Not sure what that part is, but there's the visor for over the front of the cab, and there's the wooden stakes for the side of the bed. Yeah, nice wood detail and bolt detail on both sides. However, there's ejector pin marks you're going to have to clean up on the inside. So, that's the customizing add-on sprue that was put in somewhere along the line. Maybe 2011. These are the custom valve covers, air cleaner, and wheels for the custom version. I always dechrome all my parts and then add Alclad or Multo, or depending on the level of shine I want. They're not awful, but Revell's chromes always seem a little heavy to me. But you know, you stick a wash in that valve cover and those fins are going to show up nicely. Same with the air cleaner. Stick a dark Tamiya wash in there. Like Sprue Review Tamiya wash demo. Gonna add some nice. It's gonna make those fins really stand out, and all you do with the Tamiya wash is just run it across like that. Probably didn't show that on camera. Let's try that again. Just run it across like that. And it capillary action, the whole thing. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but even if I don't, somewhere along the line I will. And then these are the standard everyday chrome parts that come with the 41 Chevy, which include the front grille, the headlights, which I do not like. Oh, those aren't headlights, those are hubcaps. Sorry, headlights are with the clear parts. But I do like separate door handles inside and out, separate window cranks, mirror. Here's the headlight bezels. I'm not real fond of this grill, but again, you take some of the Tamiya wash or your favorite dark wash and fill all those grooves. Same with the hubcaps, you fill all those grooves, get the, because they do say Chevrolet on them. And there's the cranks. door handles, windshield wiper, grill, headlight bezels, the two bumpers. In my opinion, will need dechromed. And you get two sets of tires, the standard old Revell no-name tires that look period correct, and a spare. They do have a seam in them. But you know, you'll sand them down, put some wear in them, especially if you're going to make a whole field thing like I'm thinking, maybe even flatten them. Or you get 4 custom tires, low profile, no-name tires with great tread detail and no center seam. So no matter what, those are some good tires even for another kit. And we got a clear tail light because these vehicles had one tail light. And we've got our clear parts, which are simple and nice. Flat windscreen, flat back window, 2 headlights, mirror or vent, not sure. But I'm not going to open it up because I won't get scratched, but you can see how clear they are through the bag, through there. Perfectly clear, but you know, they're flat pieces of plastic. Alright. Instructions and decals. So, you can use the whole one here for the bed. You can use individual slats and then paint the metal parts down there. You've got Slam and Hammer, which is customized truck. You've got some little German World War I markings to make it a redneck truck. Some license plates, some white walls. Plum Lake Mill and Lumberyard if you want to make it a work truck. There's two different colored speedometers depending on what color you paint the interior. Engine decals, Chevrolet decals. There's some fancy pinstriping. So, pretty good decals. They look in alright shape. You know, typical 2000 Revell decals. Should go on okay. And our instructions. There's a bit about the Chevy truck, 90 horsepower. Sounds kind of odd today considering the Hellcat Red Eye has 797 horsepower, but that's another story. So, color callouts. No particular paint or brand, just color callouts. Here are all the part names, in case you're wondering what a part is. Or if you needed a replacement, there's the second page of part names. And 156 parts. So pay attention how you want to build it. Stock or custom. Stock, custom. I'm probably going to do mine stock if I do the diorama thing I'm thinking about. Front suspension, rear suspension, no sorry, still front suspension, steering linkage. What is part 20? The battery. So the battery on 41 Chevys attached down here instead of the top of the engine. Rear axle, engine going into the frame, tires going on, either custom or stock. Spare tire being bolted to the bottom. Radiator going on, cab going on together. Interior, floor pan, doors, handles, and then the back seat going in first. Interesting touch, it's got like a tool. It's got the crank to crank over the motor if you needed to underneath the seat. So you can make the seat actually pop open. More parts of the interior fender wells, the horn, putting it all together, putting the bed on together, your one tail light mounted in your license plate frame, putting all the rest of it together, and then painting it up for Plum Lake. And it's funny, Plum Lake here, but then they've got it reversed here, like they just took the picture and turned it over and didn't actually put it right, because the decals are the correct way. It's funny, it's like something that one of the old Japanese construction people would do. And there's your custom one. With flames or with pinstriping, you get to choose. Painting. A lot of these vehicles, like this one, had different color fenders and body. So I'm thinking, I would paint the whole body separate and the fenders separate. And that's what most car makers do, because you got to let them dry for a while, especially if you're using good detailed paint. See, the hubcaps, they have Chevy decals you can put on there, or just keep them the way. Put a little wash on them to bring out the highlights, or if you want them colored. So yeah, you paint the body, you paint the fenders, you let them sit, then you do the rest of it, because you need to let your paint dry so you can sand it and polish it and make it nice. There you go. 41 Chevy pickup, my next car build. I'm going to start working on that probably tomorrow. I have to decide how to make it. I have to watch Graham's videos and see how he did his diorama. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you are a kit collector, also be a kit builder. It's good to be both. Thank you and have a good day.